Have you ever seen an owner and a general manager argue in the draft room? It may have exposed one of the Warriors' biggest problems. This was the Warriors' draft room scene during the 2026 NBA Draft. The heated exchange between Warriors owner Joe Lacob and general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. was caught by the broadcast cameras and seen by fans around the world. So what exactly were they arguing about? And over the years, how many times has Lacob acted like an owner who could not help getting involved in basketball decisions? When the Warriors were preparing to make their pick at number 11, Lacob walked over with one hand in his pocket and started weighing in. Dunleavy pushed back with his own reasoning and refused to back down. Lacob could only turn around and spread his hands helplessly. Then he watched as Dunleavy picked up the phone and finalized the selection. As the Warriors' head of basketball operations, Dunleavy was naturally the more professional side of the argument. He knows Steph Curry's championship window is running out. To give Golden State the best possible chance to win now, the Warriors have to draft mature, NBA-ready players who can help Steph immediately. But Lacob tends to fall in love with physical tools. He prefers to trust combined numbers. He likes drafting young players with explosive bodies, but raw skills and questionable basketball feel. Take this time, for example. Dunleavy's choice was Yaxel Lendeborg, a 6'9" forward with a 7'3" wingspan. In the NCAA, he averaged about 15 points, nearly 7 rebounds, and just over 3 assists. He shot 51% from the field and 37% from 3. A very mature, NBA-ready player. His only real weakness is that he is already older. Lendeborg played 6 seasons in college and is now 24 years old. Compared with other 19-year-old prospects, his ceiling is easy to see, but he has a high floor, and that is exactly what Dunleavy valued. A rookie who can come in and help Steph right away. The kind of prospect Lacob usually falls for looks more like Nate Ament. He is also a forward, 6'10", with a 7-foot wingspan. In college, he averaged nearly 17 points and just over 6 rebounds. Although the two players' numbers were not that far apart, Ament shot only about 40% from the field and 33% from 3. What Lacob loved was Ament's athletic ability, and the fact that he is indeed much younger. He is only 19. If everything goes right, Ament's ceiling could be much higher than Lendeborg's. The problem is, by the time Ament actually develops, Curry may already be retired. Considering the Warriors' current championship window, Dunleavy's thinking was clearly more reasonable. And if you look back at Lacob's past decisions, you will understand how important Dunleavy's insistence really was. Lacob is indeed a good owner. He is willing to spend money, he is willing to pay the luxury tax, and he gives his players real respect. After the 2016 Western Conference Finals, Lacob even bowed down to Klay Thompson in the players' tunnel. But beyond all of that, Lacob has also often been involved in basketball operations. From the Bob Myers era to Dunleavy's time in charge, Lacob has never truly given his general manager full operational freedom. For example, in 2020, when the Warriors landed the number 2 pick, head coach Steve Kerr, general manager Bob Myers, and others all preferred using the pick to trade for win-now help, or they wanted to trade down and select Tyrese Halliburton. But Lacob believed in James Wiseman's physical gifts. He pushed hard for the Warriors to use the number 2 pick on Wiseman, and that gave Golden State one of the most costly draft misses in recent NBA history. James Wiseman, he was exactly the type of player Lacob liked. Explosive physical tools, raw skills, still struggling to read the game at NBA speed. In simpler terms, a former number 2 pick who went from franchise building block to fighting just to stay in the league. Lacob always seems to believe that once these young players enter the NBA, they will magically become smarter. Then came the 2021 NBA Draft. The Warriors held the number 7 pick. Kerr and the front office were focused on Franz Wagner, but Lacob was fascinated by Jonathan Kuminga's physical profile. As a white player, Wagner did not have elite athletic tools, but he had skill, feel, and basketball IQ. Later, he became a core player for the Magic. Now look at Kuminga. Forget how his development went. He later had conflict with the Warriors and lost 2 full seasons in the process. Again, Lacob is absolutely a good owner. His love and investment in the Warriors exceed most owners in the NBA, but he is simply not professional enough when it comes to basketball decisions. This time, the Warriors were lucky Dunleavy was firm. If it had been the more diplomatic Myers from before, maybe the Wiseman and Kuminga stories would have happened all over again. If Lacob truly loves the Warriors, he should trust the front office more. Let the front office do its job. That may be the best path for the franchise's future.